We're back with part 3 of our mini interview series. We are tackling how to handle big emotions with ourselves and teach our kids to do the same. And we have Abigail Wald with us, and she's fabulous, you guys. She's the founder of Real-Time Parenting and the co-host of a popular podcast, Hand in Hand Parenting. We tackled how to handle your own emotions in video 1. We tackled how to help your kids regulate when they're dysregulated in video 2. And now we're going to tackle what happens when things go south and we don't do these things that we know we should do, because we all have moments we're tired or, we're hungry, whatever it is. We all have moments that we wish we could rewind the tape. So what do we do after that moment?
Yeah. So I would start this by saying, first of all, we all have these moments, as you have said, and there really is no shame. Like, we parent to parent, I have been there. I always tell parents there is always a file of videos that, like, if somebody posted that on your Facebook page, you would just be like, no.
Not my best moment.
Yeah. Not my best moment, right? And so, that's okay. This is life. And it is not in the being perfect that we teach our children, right? It is actually in what we do when we fall that we most teach our children, right? And we have this idea that, like, everything needs to be perfect and happy for our kids to, like, know what to do. And, like, we're always need to tell them, like, what should be done. It's really good for our kids to see us mess up. It actually helps them not feel like they're the only messes in town, because sometimes it's like, we're perfect, we've got it together, and if I lost it, it's because you're such a mess that you've made me lose it. And it's like, so much weight for a poor little child who's still just trying to figure out the world and didn't lose it on purpose, and now feels like, look what I've done, and I'm really my mom so bad.
It. Right, they feel responsible for our emotions.
Yeah, so it's a really great lesson to be able to learn to look at your kids and say, like, wow, I'm sorry. Like, I don't feel good about how I handled that. You came at me, and you came at me, and then the other one came at me, and I didn't sleep last night, and I just kind of went, Plah! So, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Let me take a moment to remember that life is good, that I love you guys, and that I have the ability to make it through whatever situations I'm going to find myself in. This one feels hard right now, so I'm going to need a little extra love and a little extra help. Would it be okay if I gave you an extra hug? Oh, you're still mad at me? That's okay. You have every right to be upset with me. I did yell. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell. I didn't. Part of my brain was like, don't yell. You love her. And part of my brain was like, but she just put glue all over the walls. And I was like, don't yell, don't yell. And yelled kind of got in front somewhere. Sorry. Now I feel bad.
Apologize, because we're all also modeling what to do when they get dysregulated and do something that they're not proud of. What better way to model an apology that we're not wanting to force for them to do, but when we model that, they might take it of their own volition, like you said, and apologize when they're regulated again.
Absolutely. And it's helpful to break down, like, this idea of, like, different parts of our brain kind of competing and, like, what's really happening. It actually helps a child, because it's like, oh yeah, I had that moment when I wanted to hit my brother, but then didn't, and then didn't, and then did, and then, oh yeah, I wound up hitting him, right? So in a way that they can understand this idea of, like, competing wills, right? And I didn't have the ability to regulate in that moment. I'm sorry, right? And it's okay. And it's okay to make mistakes. Yeah, and it's a good thing you're resilient, and it's a good thing I'm resilient, and it's a good thing our family has so much love that when we trip, we just get back up. I tripped, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I think it's important to add, after we apologize, to give grace to ourselves. Definitely. Take a deep breath for ourselves, because, like you said, the rewind tape of, and this time and that time and this, and to feel like a failure or to feel defeated as a parent isn't serving our child or us.
Absolutely. And the one time that I would say we have to be careful about apologizing is when you're apologizing, it kind of gets tricky, but there are some parents who wind up apologizing almost like for themselves because they need to hear that they're okay and an okay parent from their child. That's tricky.
Oh, when they're fishing for, no, I love
Yeah.
you, you're a good parent. Yeah.
Yes. Or they feel like they need to apologize about every little mistake and it's like a big deal and I failed you and they need to know everything's okay. Like that kind of thing is something to be taken to an adult listening partner. Okay. So when we are apologizing as a parent, it's a clean apology. It's, I'm sorry. As the leader, I see that I fell and I tripped and I'm sorry. And I really do want to make this up to you. And what can I do to make it up to you? Right?
Right.
Yeah. And there were a lot of things going on in that moment. And, and if they say, well, I did this and I did that, you want to avoid but really it was your fault. It's just, there were a lot of things going on.
I'm sorry, but really it was you. And let's keep going.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for my piece in this because I was frustrated that you put glue all over the wall, but I also really want to be someone who can handle that better. And we should also talk about putting glue on the wall, but that's a separate conversation. I am giving you a clean apology for how I handled that because that wasn't okay with me. Right?
Right. It's not this wallowing, I'm so da 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 da.
Yes,
or
and it's not this
down.
Huge emotional, like I've failed you. Like
no.
That's really too intense for a child and not the right place. Right?
Right.
So
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So if we're apologizing as a way of leadership, then that's great. Right?
I think that's the perfect thing to end on. I think you explained it really well, that we go back, we model that apology in a way that comes from a leadership position instead of a wallowing, defeated, and then we have grace for ourselves and move forward and try better next time.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's another great point to bring up, is this idea of trying better next time. That is huge, and it's huge for growth mindset. So you can end with, you know what? I'm really glad that happened because it taught me that this is an area I can get better in. And you know what? I'm going to try something next time. And I don't want to just think I'm going to be better next time magically. Let me think. Will you help me think about something I could do concretely that would be better next time? Yeah, I could have taken a breath. I didn't take a breath. I could have walked in the bathroom and just taken a moment for myself. And then I would have probably remembered that that's actually the kind of glue you can wash off with a sponge. That would help me.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Helping them reach what they could do next time by modeling it yourself, what you could have done instead of just telling them what they could do better next time. And
so you're really modeling mistakes are an opportunity to connect with somebody deeper and to learn and do better. And that's really all they are. So that's really the best kind of repair.
And I think they're a lesson in that didn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That tactic didn't work.
Yeah.
What came after that wasn't really what I want,
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Abigail. This is question number 3. We're going to come back with the best gift that you can give yourself for Mother's Day because it is coming up.